Come here, you've heard the expression crocodile tears, Mark.
I did.
And you know what it means, don't you?
It's kind of like you're only crying, is it?
Sorry, lads, that's kind of a Cork saying there. It's actually, it's when a person cries or pretends to be sad, but they're making it up, like they're not actually sad.
Malia.
What do you call it? Makia.
Makia.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Malia.
We don't call it anything, Mark. Stupid cock words. Add to the rest of the stupid cock words, yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah, but it's because, I presume a lot of people know this, but it's because crocodiles shed tears as a result of air getting trapped in their sinuses after eating their prey.
Oh, they're just pretending they're crying.
And that's where the tears come from, so they're actually crying, but it's not because of pain or they're hurt or anything like that, you know.
I'd say the fucking poor prey is crying.
Mocky, yeah. Who?
The poor prey.
Poor prey is well fucking dead at that stage, I know it's a...
Did you ever see like on YouTube there, fellas, they'd open them up and there's a fucking fella inside of there.
I know. Was that real? I've seen that a few times. Is that real or is it a
snake or something? Is it a boa?
Yeah.
Restrictor and shit.
They cut a body out of it.
Yeah, is it?
Christ.
What are you saying? It's mockery, I think, is it?
I don't know. You wonder, like, wouldn't you?
Fuck it.
Because they're filamenting these days, boy. They put anything out
would.
there. You're a big fan of the old, what you call this ethnic minority, these travelling folk. You're a big fan of them now and their shout out, the call out videos, aren't you? Calling each other out for fights. Fuck, it's brilliant, lad. I love them.
Oh, them boys.
Yeah.
The Limerick fellas.
Whoa. This is all over the country, Mark. I don't know what you're talking about. Why is it just Limerick?
Yeah. Why do they all live in Limerick?
Because it's a great place to live, Mark, clearly. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, Cork is better. It's all right, you can have them. Go on.
Okay. In Denmark, there's a library where you can borrow a person instead of a book to listen to the life story for 30 minutes.
Hold on a second now. Let me just process that there now.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't realize it was being so complicated.
Where? Norway?
In Denmark, yeah, Mark, yeah.
You can go to a library and you take a person out.
No, you don't take them out. You borrow them in the library for 30 minutes to listen to their life story.
Take a booth or somewhere.
Like a what?
Like a booth.
A booth? No, I seen a picture just sitting around in the library, all just spaced out 11.
Jesus Christ.
The goal of it, Mark, is to fight prejudice. Each person has a title, like refugee, bipolar, unemployed, all those kind of different titles. And you sit down and listen to their story. And
it sounds like a job. You pay people to do that, like psychiatrists, I think they're called.
Oh, no, Mark. This is for the greater community to fight prejudice and not judge a book by its cover. So you don't know anything about this person before you sit down. All you can see is the title written over their head: refugee, bipolar, unemployed, whatever. And you listen to life story and you realize they're just normal people like the rest of us. It's just trying to fight prejudice, you know. Something you could fucking learn a lot from, Mark.
No, I don't like people who know that. Like.
Yeah, that's my point. You might get to like people if you.
But I'm not prejudiced against any type of person. I just hate everyone.
You hate them all equally, is it?
No problem. Right?
That's fair enough. In fairness, you know, you're not just picking in any one segment of the society, like. Oh, fair play.
Oh, they're all cunts. Drink up.
Oh, Mark. Open another can, you know. Oh, jeez. I think you're taking a piss, you know, Mark, saying the C word so often. Just calm down a small bit, will you?
We'll hold back there a bit, so.
Yeah. Ooh. In 2019, Mark, scientists in Copenhagen managed to sequence a complete genome of a human being. You with me so far?
Yeah.
From a discarded chewing gum that was 5,000 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did they have chewing gum then?
Yeah, apparently it's around 6,000. Wrigley's Spearmint. Hubba Bubba. The original chewing gum wasn't that great. No, Mark. It was
strawberry fucking guan.
Oh, they're lovely. I love the strawberry Hubba Bubba.
Nah, fuck it. Be chewing forever now.
Yeah, it's chewing gum. Fucking hell, what are you supposed to do with it?
I don't know, but it's real, especially when you put about fucking 10 in your mouth.
But Mark, come on, man.
You get a pain in your jaw
now. I'd pain me whole from listening to you. Will you fucking shut up a minute? Let me tell you what's going on here.
Start again. Go on.
The chewing gum is around 6,000 years old. It was originally made from the bark of a birch tree. And they extracted tar from it. And they used it because it had antiseptic and other medicinal purposes. But anyway, they figured out...
Where did they get this chewing gum?
Off a tree, a birch tree.
No, but where did they get the 6,000-year-old one?
It was
it was stuck in the fucking floor, and they got a scraper. Look at this, 6,000-year-old one.
It was stuck under a table somewhere, Mark. So in school now, when they put it in our hand, I seen people in school picking them off and fucking eating them like years ago.
Stop now, then.
Oh, stop that!
Jesus Christ! Really?
Come here. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, rotten.
Jesus Christ! All right, go on.
Anyway,
You're putting me off me drink. Go on.
I don't need ever anything that bad, Mark.
Nah, there'll be nothing to do that.
They got a complete genome sequence anyway of her, right? And they figured out that she was a girl, right? She suffered from gum disease, which is probably from eating fucking bark off a fucking tree, anyway.
Hubba bubbas.
And they said she had blue eyes, dark skin, and hair, and had recently eaten a meal of duck with hazelnuts.
That's mad, no?
Imagine that. 5,000-year-old chewing gum.
It's amazing. Listen, I have something for you. Round about the blue. Are you finished?
I'm done.
I read somewhere now the blue eyes.
Yes.
That's actually people with blue eyes are. What did I say again? I fucking can't remember. We should be writing this shit down.
It's a great story, Mark. This fucking brilliant story, friend. Well, you're full of information. Go on.
But
people with blue eyes, something is it?
People with blue eyes are. They changed thousands of years ago or something. They're interbred or something.
Go away. What colour are yours, Mark?
Because all humans were brown eyes.
Yeah.
Originally or something.
I'm definitely one of the originals, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm interbred.
And they kind of
something happened thousands of years ago that made blue eyes or something. Look on fucking Google, you know that thing, whatever it's called. The internet, is it?
Great half a story there. Mark,
very interesting.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting, but I can't remember it.
Look, you're kind of.
You know me now for retaining information. Like.
You're generating a kind of debate, Mark, and you're making people say, geez, I must look that up. So, yeah, you're providing a service.
The green eyes and the albinos and all that.
I don't know.
Am I allowed to say albinos? Are you allowed to say that these days?
I presume you can, because that's what they're called, maybe. I don't know.
Well, geez, you're not allowed to say fucking hard things anymore, like.
I know,
compared to the 80s, like.
But that's only right, Mark. It's only right. You have to respect people.
Fucking... if they only heard you off the air, like, fucking.
I don't know what to talk about. I'm a man for all people, for all seasons.
Oh, you're full of shit.
Come here. In Maori. Do you know the Maoris?
I do.
In Maori
nice
folklore.
Tattoos.
What?
They have great tattoos.
Tattoos. Yeah. Tattoos. In Maori folklore, there was a trickster called Maui, and he tried to make people immortal by entering the, how would I say this now, the front bottom of the goddess of death, and leaving through her mouth while she slept.
Jesus.
Right? He was trying to make people immortal, so that's how it happened. Apparently, you go into the lady garden and out through the mouth.
All right, John. There's kids listening to this, like.
No, there isn't. There fucking wouldn't want to be.
There's another word for that, isn't there?
Go on.
Begins with C.
Drink. But his friends got word of what he was doing, so they walked the goddess while he was halfway through trying to enter the front bottom, and she crushed him to death with teeth that were built into her lady garden.
That's a film as well, isn't it?
And that's why we're all mortal now. We will die. It's a film. What was that called? Teeth.
Teeth, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, I never saw it. I heard you talking about it before.
I've seen it later.
Comedy, was it?
Doesn't sound like a fucking time. I haven't seen it.
No, I thought you had. What was on about it? I don't know. One lads about. In Singapore, Mark.
Trying to name out there just for the laugh.
Yeah.
Go on, Singapore.
In Singapore, they were forced to rename Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me, to the spy who shiked me.
Who shites me?
Shiked. SHOIKED. Shiked.
What does that mean?
Which translates to the spy who gave me a good experience. There's loads of them. I think we did them before on a previous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Incarnation of a podcast.
I'm not sure.
It rings a bell. I don't know. I can't remember.
We should give that a shout out. If people are fucking looking for us in another podcast, like.
Fucking go on, so I'll give it a shout out there, kid. Do you remember what it was called?
I do.
Go on.
Are those my feet?
It definitely wasn't called that.
No. It's called Did You Ever Come Across?
It was called Did You Ever Come Across? It was a podcast we did with another buddy of ours. It lasted one season, was it?
Was it only one? I don't think we had a season.
Oh, no, we didn't. We just kept fucking pumping them out, like, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think there's about 14 or 15 episodes, wasn't there?
I think there is a couple of specials or something.
Still there on Spotify now.
Or just
podcast
people are
apps.
Looking for a bit more of us.
Yeah, because we're only doing this every 2 weeks, so the fucking 2 weeks to wait, you know. So yeah, it's called Did You Ever Come Across, lads? Check it out.
Yeah,
it's on Spotify, Apple,
all the usual places.
All the rest of them, yeah. Great podcast.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so is that it?
No. You know, Mark, everything is streaming these days.
Piss.
All those streaming services, like, you know.
Piss.
Should we mention that famous weebie you did into the River Lee there one night?
I have to fucking talk about that too much now.
Yeah, I think we are, yeah.
A bit boring, like.
But come here, the first ever live stream was of a coffee pot at Cambridge University, so that researchers wouldn't waste a journey to find an empty pot when they got there.
Practical.
That was the first ever stream, and it's after taking off big time now since the empty coffee pot, like, wouldn't it?
Huh? Squire going fucking mad.
Going mad, Ted. Come here. Did you ever hear of a tautological compound?
What?
A tautological compound.
A tautological compound.
Yeah. It's a word with two parts that have the same meaning, like sledgehammer. The sledge is a hammer, so you're basically kind of saying hammer, hammer.
Yeah.
And like pathway. You have a path and it's a way to where you're going. There are just a few examples. There's a road called Vista View. A vista is a view anyway, so you're basically kind of view.
Right.
Are you with me so far?
I am.
And you have a PIN number, which is your personal identification number.
So you're saying, yeah, PIN.
Do you know, that's a tautological compound, which you're basically wasting fucking time adding another word onto the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's like in sentences then you say, I went to see him personally. Well, of course you went to see him personally because you were there, like, you with me?
Yeah.
And it's deja vu all over again. So deja vu is it all over again.
So you're not, yeah.
You're just wasting words, you know? Or he's there, so he is.
And it's like, you know, like the internet.
Yes.
They say www.
Yes.
Like it actually takes longer to fucking say it than to read it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well.
www, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on, I transgress, go on.
Some of our UK listeners might like this one. You have a Tory bastard. Do you know what I mean? Same thing. Yeah. Why did you waste your time putting another word there?
Or you could just use it as a universal politician bastard.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's a tautological compound, Mark.
That's very interesting.
Isn't it? Did you know, Mark, that the average public swimming pool contains 75 litres of urine?
What does?
The average public swimming pool.
All right, because you froze.
What did I?
Yeah.
It came out fine in the recordings, obviously, just to...
Yeah. I didn't hear what you said at the start.
Oh, yeah.
All I heard was urine.
Did you know, Mark?
Leave all this in if you want to.
I know. Did you know, Mark, that the average public swimming pool contains 75 litres of urine?
Are you trying to blame me now for something?
I'm not saying a word, Mark. I'm just saying there's a story going around that there's a guy standing at the edge of the pool filling it up with his wee.
The last public swimming pool I was in is closed down. The Lee Bats. So you've heard the Lee Bats, no?
I've heard them, yeah.
Yeah, famous fucking...
The rats and everything crawling around the places.
It was just the Lee River fucking diverted into a big concrete fucking hole.
It just be fucking packed every weekend, like during the summer and everything, like, wouldn't it?
Jesus Christ. I told you that experience, didn't I? Sure, I said that in the last one. I fucking fell into the fucking thing. Gob full of water and piss and shit and rats and everything. Oh, so, man. I don't like swimming or water or boats or that kind of carry on.
Yeah. You like expelling water. The average swimming pool holds 2.5 million litres of water, Mark, just in case you were interested. So I suppose 75 litres and 2.5 million litres.
It's like my bladder.
Isn't a lot. Yeah. But yeah, we said that before. You just like getting a seat in the pub and sitting there for the whole fucking night, and then just sort out the weebies just before you go home, like, isn't it?
That's it. Like, I'm going to be wasting time now.
Just keep your seat, like.
It's like, it's true though. That fucking, I don't know, eating and shitting. It's just, I'll do is eating and you shit it. It's just a waste of time, like, you know?
Well, not
Surely
really.
they could come up.
It kind of keeps you alive, Mark. You know.
But can't they come up with something now where you just take a pill and that's your day sorted out then?
Yeah, I saw that in Tomorrow's World there about 40 years ago. Still hasn't come true though.
It's a lot of bollocks. Huh?
A lot of bollocks.
Although it's nice to go out and have a meal and a chat and a glass of wine and all that, like, but you could do that at the weekends then, and when you're in work then you just fucking take your pill and
yeah,
you know,
you don't need to waste time going on break dinner or anything.
You don't have to waste time on the Jack's Bowl going through Twitter and all that shit and for an hour.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Mark. Have you an hour to go through Twitter on the toilet? You have.
It would be more what would you call it?
Efficient,
productive.
Is Kieran still involved with you there in your area?
No.
Oh, that's okay. So, because he's a big fan of this podcast, he'd love to hear you sitting in the fucking Jacks for an hour there at a time, looking at Twitter.
Well, he's in the cubicle next to me.
Holding the hands under the fucking wall, is it? Weirdo.
No, Jesus. That's weird, John.
Yeah. Mark, the final one I have for you there. It's did you ever hear of the Cock Lane ghost?
Cock
Lane ghost in London.
Cock Lane ghost.
Yeah. In 1762 in London, the wife of Richard Parsons died during childbirth. And after she died, then he started seeing her sister, Fanny.
Could make this shit up like that.
Why are you laughing at?
Go on.
So they moved into a house on a property that Richard Parsons owned on Cock Lane in London. But after a while, they started hearing strange scratching noises and knocking on walls and windows and everything, you know.
I'm with you now.
So they moved out. But then after another couple of years there, Fanny died from smallpox. So Richard moved back to Cock Lane and the haunting started again. So Fanny was heard to say that she was poisoned with arsenic.
Jesus Christ, is this our Halloween special?
Oh,
I was actually asked to redo one.
Yeah?
It was fuck it. It was hard work. We just republished the other one, really.
Yeah, I think we should, yeah. For anyone that might have missed it last time. Unbelievably, I don't know how they would.
Oh, what? Who?
Yeah. But anyway,
sorry.
It turned out
Can I just explain something?
You want to explain something to me? Okay, go on.
When you said cock laying ghost.
Yeah.
I thought you said cock laying as in L-A-Y.
Laying like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cocks don't lay any, Marcus.
Exactly. I was kind of confused. Not trying to.
Yeah.
So it's L-A-N-E, like it's a
Cock
like
Lane. It's an address. Cock Lane.
Yes. And which I just wanted to get that.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
But it became very popular, and the fucking people couldn't even get down the street because of lots of people heard about the story, and they were all fucking trying to get a look at it and sounds fucking
Cock Lane is fucking packed.
Yeah, packed, lad. No, the businesses around there were going fucking crazy about it, you know. But anyway, it turned out that there was no ghosts, right? The Parsons made it all up to distract from a lot of unpaid debts that he had. He was trying to get people distracted, you know. Yeah, and he eventually served 2 years in prison for making up a story and disrupting all the businesses around Cock Lane.
Fucking harsh, isn't it?
Yeah, but still to this day, it's known as Scratching Fanny, the Cock Lane ghost.
Oh,
yeah.